Hello, underachiever. Hello, underachievers. I'm 6 weeks post-op. That means 6 weeks ago, I had top surgery. Well, actually, today is Tuesday. I'm uploading this tomorrow, but my 6 weeks post-op was on Monday. Yeah, I had double incision with Miles Berry on the 7th of January. It was at the Welbeck Hospital in London. I went privately. It cost £5,975 for the surgery, £100 for the consult. The surgery costs covers the surgery, the overnight stay, the medication, the post-op binders, the update appointments. I've got my 6-week update appointment on the 26th, so I'm gonna go to Miles and he's gonna tell me about like aftercare and like how to massage my scars and shit to put on them and how to look after them. I was supposed to wear my post-op binder for 6 weeks. I ended up wearing it for more like 5 weeks just because it was like not fun. That's some general information. Please, if you have any questions, just like watch my other videos because I'm pretty sure I've got all the details in there. And also, like, I'm not a dictionary. And wait, no, not a dictionary. I don't have the answers to everything. I can't answer all your questions. There's a lot of questions, so if you want to know information, you should go watch my videos. I think someone's chopping down a tree. Yeah. So yeah, before I get into all the like update shit, just want to say getting top surgery was literally like, oh, I did close my door. Getting top surgery was literally like the best thing I could have ever done. It was the best part of this year and probably like the last 5 years. Like, I'm so glad I got it. I 100% needed it. I'm so much more comfortable with myself. I'm so much more happier with myself. Honestly, it's changed my life and I'm so confident with my chest and like, sounds weird, but like with my like entire body. Like getting top surgery has like, I just feel like so much more like me, if you get what I mean. Like, I still have dysphoria about like my hips and my waist and like sometimes my voice and like shit like that. But since I've got top surgery, I've just been like so much less anxious about stuff like that. Like, I don't have to worry about a binder bump. I don't have to worry about like wearing clothes that make my chest look like big or whatever. Like, it's just good. So I'm a perfectionist, so there's gonna be some stuff in here that makes me sound like I'm complaining. I'm not. I'm just, I'm very critical of everything about myself. Sorry. I'm very critical of everything about myself, so if I say, oh, this bit's not perfect, it's just because I criticize myself too much, and it's nothing like, I'm not trying to complain, that's just how I am. To start with the actual like post-op like video, the first thing I'm going to talk about is like my range of movement. I was just about to talk about my movement before top surgery. My movement before top surgery was fine. I could move everything. It was great. No, when I got top surgery, like the first week after top surgery, I wasn't very comfortable with like moving that much. The first few days after top surgery, I was very scared to move anything because obviously I just had surgery and I could have split open, and like that was a big fear. It's an irrational fear of mine. I was like, I'm gonna just split open if I move too far. Like, my chest is just gonna that didn't happen. But yeah, first few days I was just, you know, chilling out. To be fair, I did post a video where I was like running around, but I didn't move my chest. It's fine, right? I'm not the best example of what you should do after top surgery. But yeah, I just made sure I didn't stretch too far, because when you stretch you can feel pulling, and I just made sure I didn't do anything that resulted in me feeling anything weird going on here. About 2 weeks post-op is when I became like more confident and more comfortable with movement. I can sleep on my side, all that shit. It's just gradually gotten better since then, and now I can like stretch high, I can stretch low, I can stretch sideways, I can stretch backways. I can do anything you want me to do, I can do it right now. I'm allowed to start exercising at 6 weeks post-op, but I don't think it's like strenuous exercise. I'm not gonna lift my entire body weight yet. Range of movement is fine. Sometimes if someone like presses into my chest too hard, sometimes I can feel like some uncomfortable stuff from moving too far or people touching me like weirdly. I'll explain it. Right, the next thing I'm talking about is pain, so that's a good segue. How much pain was I in? How much pain am I in now? Fuck. Right now I'm fine. Like, it's fine. The only thing that hurts is if I was at a party on Saturday and I tried hugging someone tall and it was fine until like I breathed and I was like, and then I felt like my incision go like, it's just like, and it hurt. It was fine. It didn't hurt that much, but like, when you just had surgery, you don't want anything to hurt because like you spent a lot of money and you don't want to ruin your results. Certain things like that will hurt. So imagine this is my chest. If someone's got their arm here and then I move, their arm is still on my skin. So when I move, my skin moves and my skin pulls, and it pulls on my incisions. So that's a bit uncomfortable. So I have to kind of lift someone's arm up and then move, and then put the arm back. Stuff like that is uncomfortable. Sometimes, like, people prod it, which is fine. I want them to prod it, because, like, I want them to feel how it is. But sometimes, like, there's weird parts that hurt. It's not really, like, pain, it's just discomfort. It's a weird sensation. I think that's all it is. And talking about sensation, we're gonna talk about sensation. That's the next bullet point. So, sensation. I'm gonna take my top off for this, because that just makes so much more sense, because it's a video about my top surgery. So I should have top removed, obviously. My face isn't gonna be in this bit. So, sensation, with this. What I can feel is, I can feel all this, that's all cool. I can feel that being prodded. I can feel around here. Where I can't feel is, like, under my nipples. I don't know how to describe it, sorry. I can never sit still. I can't really feel it under my nipples. I can kind of feel the incisions, but it's more just pressure feeling than, like, anything else. And I don't even think it's pressure feeling, like, on the incision. It's pressure, like, around the incision that I can feel. I don't know if I said this before, but the feeling in my nipples is kind of like if you put, like, a 2p coin on your chest and you press down on that, like, you don't actually feel the 2p coin, but you feel underneath it. So I can feel the skin underneath it, which is cool. I don't really care about nipple sensation. That was never, like, a thing for me. It's actually quite unpleasant when people feel my nipples, just because I don't... There's some weird sensations that I get, and I can't explain them. Swelling is next. Most of the swelling has gone down. I can feel there's, like... I'm not sure if the stuff in my incision is scar tissue or swelling, but this bit is... the incisions are still a bit raised, obviously, because they've been fucking sewn up and ripped apart. There's still a bit of, like, swelling, like, around here, I guess. It's not too bad, though. I was very lucky that when I got my, like, bandages off, that I had, like, hardly any swelling. Like, compared to a lot of people come out of their top surgery, like, reveal, and they've got, like, gammy shit. They got, like, bruising, I had bruising, but, like, they have, like, massive, like, swellings, and that's fine. But that's just how their body heals, and that's just... Actually, I think a lot of it has to do with, like, the surgeon's technique. Because with Miles Berry, at least, I have not seen any, like, gammy results. I've not seen any, like, massively swollen results. So I literally think it's down to technique. And Miles Berry is literally just the best top surgeon in the country. Not gonna lie, he just is. But yeah, swelling is pretty much gone. There was a bit for a few weeks, but now there's only a tiny bit, I guess. Next thing on my list is nipples. Now, I have an interesting relationship with my nipples, and I've always had an interesting relationship with my nipples. When I was very young and before I hit puberty, my nipples were very small, and that didn't bother me because I was a kid, I didn't give a shit. But looking back, I was like, wow, you had really fucking small nipples. When I hit puberty, this one became very inverted. This one was like half inverted, but this one was fucking ugly. Like, this was like a very ugly nipple. Like, this has always been my bad nipple, and I can't explain how. It kind of looked like a sock puppet, but a manky sock puppet. Like, it wasn't infected or anything like that, but most people have, like, a nipple and they got, like, a point. I didn't. I did a bit. Sometimes it'll pop out, but yeah, it looked like a sock puppet, but also the bit that was, like, protruding wasn't from the middle, and it wasn't... Fuck. So it was like that, but this bit wasn't really there. It was just more like this. It wasn't like a big nipple. It was just like a... I can't explain it. Yeah, left nipple's always been a bit dodgy. My right nipple was kind of fine. So when you get top surgery, depends what your surgeon's technique is for, like, looking after your nipples after surgery. But my surgeon's technique was that you just put, me-pore plasters. They're 7 by 8 centimeters, and I pretty much just put them on my nipples every day. Replaced them every day, took them off in the shower, and then put more on. They kind of irritated my skin, so I got, like, dry skin around here. But pretty much, my surgeon told me to put plasters on, and then when the nipple scabbing comes off, then you stop using them. Oh yeah, by the way that my nipples healed, and the way that everyone that goes to Miles Berry's nipples will heal, is that they'll just scab, and then the scabbing will, like, come off eventually. So obviously, I was very, like, nervous about what my nipples would look like, because I didn't know what my nipples looked like until, like 4 weeks afterwards, because there was a scab and it only came off then. So, like, my nipples could look like anything. When the scab came off, this one was kind of, like, very inverted. Not extremely, but, like, it wasn't popping out. Now it's kind of like, it was like that, and now it's more like this. Not ridiculously like, yeah, fucking nipples, but, like, this is a lot better than it was before. My nipples are never gonna look like perfect like that, because they were never like that. My right nipple is my good nipple. He's a good guy. Don't worry, I'm going to show you guys close up so you kind of understand what I'm talking about. I didn't get any infections. There was a bit of gunk, like, underneath when the scab came off, but I think that's just how my body heals. So, after nipples is incisions. Woo, yeah. My incisions are very good. A lot of people go to Miles Berry because he does very thin incisions and they're like quite straight. Mine are straight and then like rounded at the end, and that is perfect. That's exactly how I wanted them to be. I am in love. They're very thin and they're very pretty. I'm just gonna zoom in. So my incisions are looking very good for 6 weeks post-op. They're very thin. What I do have is you see these like bits that are kind of like a bit thicker than the rest of the incision, so like there's a really thin bit there, but then this bit sticks out. They're stitches, they're dissolvable stitches, but these ones just haven't dissolved yet, which kind of pisses me off. Like, my incision would be a lot skinnier if these are dissolved, but it's fine, like whatever, I can't do anything about that. I can't pull them out either. She's pretty. She's pretty. Only thing, I feel like I may have a bit of extra skin here, and that's fine because Miles Berry does like 3 revisions. But it also could be swelling. Like this could just be swelling because it is still a bit big. They look wrinkly now because I just took the tape off. Like that's tape sort. That's not from like surgery. So yeah, those are the incisions. I'm very happy with them, apart from maybe this bit, but like it's fine, whatever. I'll get it sorted. It might be perfectly fine and it's just got to do with swelling going down. If it's not, I'll just get a revision. They're free with Miles Berry. He does a year of free revisions. Yeah, I'm a perfectionist, so obviously there's some stuff that slightly annoys me, and this is just me being pedantic and me being a bit of an asshole. Not an asshole, just I'm very critical. Some things I've noticed that not everyone else would notice is obviously like the stitches being a bit thicker there. With my nipples, one is rounder than the other, and that's fine, but like you can't tell. Like this is just me just being pedantic. Like my chest is perfect. Like I'm so happy with it, and I'm not trying to beat up myself, but like it's very good. I'm very lucky. Thank you, Miles Berry. I thought maybe you guys would like some really close-ups just because you guys want to see my nipples. So here's my left nipple. This is one that was more inverted. It's kind of like it's not really inverted. It's just a different colour. They're strange colours, but they'll get better. I'm trying to get my nipple really close to the camera. There's my nipple. You looking good. The like red stuff around it is like scarring from where it was cut off and put back on. There's a close-up of my incision if you want to see that. There's my right nipple. It's different to the left, but he's just as good. We love him anyway. And then, fuck, I literally look like a bell end. I'm so close to the camera. Those are the stitches that are like dissolvable, that haven't dissolved yet. There they are. And then there's the rest of the incision. Fucking hell. So yeah, that's my titties. I'm so happy with them. I am always shirtless. I never wear clothes. Everyone has seen me shirtless and I'm fine with it. I don't care. I'm so happy about it. As a kid, I was always shirtless and now I can be shirtless again. I think I might go swimming soon. I don't care if people stare at my scars because they're pretty and they are very expensive and they are done very well. So, whatever. I could not have wished for a better surgeon. Could not have wished for better people surrounding me. Could not have wished for better results. It is... But yeah, that was the video. If you still have questions, you can ask them below. But before you ask them, maybe watch the rest of my top surgery videos. I've made 2 that like to do with recovery and all that shit, and they're very informative and I tell you everything. So watch them first and then ask questions if your answer hasn't been questioned. But yeah, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, you're a hater. Don't be gel, be ream. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Or don't. See you later, losers.